Okay, inform. That's the I in pie. The author writes to give you information about a topic. So if I want to teach you something about bugs, I would put facts, I would put real life pictures that I take with the camera of bugs. I would put those in there, okay? And entertain. The author writes to tell you a story that you will enjoy. So, when Miss Patrick just gives you a few extra minutes and you write a little story that you think is maybe funny, and you come back there and let me or Miss Patrick read it, that's to entertain, okay? Most movies are entertaining. Now, there are some movies that they make to inform or persuade, but let's say Frozen, that is an entertaining movie, okay? There's books from Frozen. Those are entertaining books. They write those to entertain people. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull up. No brain pop. We're going to review some of the magazine articles we read last week. Okay, I want my group leaders stand. I want you to walk back to the back desk by Sean and get an anchor chart right there. Sean, right in front of you. Yes, not that one, the one with the pie on it. That one. Get enough for your group. And remember, we wait patiently in a line, Ethan. Thank you for being so quiet and waiting patiently while your leaders get your papers. We're going to use these anchor charts to do the activities that we're going to do today. So listen, while Ms. Lancaster is asking you questions about the two articles that we read, you can look at your anchor chart and use that to answer the questions I'm going to ask you, okay? Later on, maybe at the end of the day, we'll go ahead and glue these in our reading notebooks if we have time, okay? Okay. We almost have everybody seated. All right, so let's look at the snake that's eating Florida. Why do you think the author wrote that story? Aramis? Okay, he says, so we'll learn about the pythons. So if we're learning something, and he is the author, and I keep saying he, that doesn't mean the author is a he, it might be a she. The author is, what do you think? Is he persuading us? Is the author informing us? Is the author entertaining us? Aramis? He's entertaining. Okay, so Miss Lancaster does see how maybe this story could have entertained you because you like snakes. But Miss Lancaster doesn't like snakes. So if I were to read this article, the only reason I would read it is because I wanted to be informed about what was happening in Florida. Okay, so let's look at the hottest and coldest places. Let's see, Tristan, do you think that hottest and coldest places, do you think that article was to inform you, to entertain you, or to persuade you? Okay, let's pause and think about what kind of pictures were in there. When we read that article, what kind of pictures did you see? Were they drawn and colored, or were they real life pictures? Okay, sometimes that can be a hint, because an informative text will have real life pictures, maybe some maps and some charts, things like that, okay? If it's an entertaining something text, it will have pictures that somebody drew, or just things like that, okay? And it may still have maps and pictures, but most of the time it's something someone drew. Okay. So now we're going to move on and do our task cards. And this is something kind of like we've done before in our math activities. You know, whenever we give you, in your groups, the sets of task cards, and then you get an answer sheet. So let's see. I'm going to show you, okay? I'm going to model it for you on the board. Okay. Here, this is what your task back. Okay. I'm going to read it to you. This is number 1. It'll show you right here in the top corner, number 1. An article about how shoes are made. Do you think this is to persuade you, to inform you, or to entertain you? And you can use your anchor chart to decide. Okay, I want someone, let me see. Lexi, what do you think? A, B, or C? You think it's C, to entertain me. Okay, so do you think in this article, are they trying to teach me something, or are they just trying to let me have some fun?
Teach you something.
Okay, raise your hand. Kerrigan? They're trying to teach me something. And if they're trying to teach me something, then it will be B, to inform. So that was our task card. This right here is what your answer sheet will look like, okay? So if I chose B, in number 1, I will write B. So each student is going to get their own answer sheet, but we're going to share task cards within our groups, okay? So you're going to work in your groups of 4 to complete the task cards. And listen, let Ms. Lancaster say, we may not have time to finish all task cards, okay? Because there are 36. But you're going to do as many as you can in the time we have, and then we're going to review them, okay? So I need group leaders to stand and come get an answer key, okay? Get enough for every person in your group. Okay, there's your task card. Okay, and do these look familiar to you? Have we done activities like this already? So you should know. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All eyes on me.
1, 2, 3, all eyes on you.
Okay, I'm going to set a timer. Okay, I'm going to give you 15 minutes to do as many as you can. But we need to pause for just a second, okay? Just give me 5 for just a second. I need 19 5s in the air. Caitlin, 19 5s. Write your name on your paper.
Write your name on your paper. Write your name on your paper.
Okay, 15 minutes. And I'm going to wait to start it for Ethan to have a seat and start working. And remember, we work in our groups. Write your name on this paper. We write our name on the answer key. Okay, ready? Caitlin, we work on this one. You work on that one. There you go. And then you share and use books, all right?
Now we write all the way to